1. What's going on, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pocket Show. I accidentally looked at where my webcam used to be because I'm a fucking idiot. Today is Sunday, January 29th, 2017, and this is episode number 18. Tonight, I have Mr. SaltySam, SpeedDemon, and MrFortyTwo with me. Bad Robot is officially sick, or at least he said he was.
Ooh.
He's lying.
We'll see. Yeah, just eating too much dick. Got a little sick. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go around the room, give everybody a chance to introduce themselves to you. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the name tags and OBS done. I was scrambling today. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I was scrambling, so I didn't get everything I needed to get done. But we're here, and we're gonna fucking do it live. Cause what's the motto of this show?
We don't give a fuck.
So, SaltySam, start with you. Who are you, and where can we find you online?
My name is the SaltySam on Twitch and Twitter, and Salty all day on Snapchat.
I'm SpeedDemon. You can find me on the JSM forums and Discord, and on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
My name is MrFortyTwo on Snapchat and Twitch, and MrFortyTwo TV on Twitter.
Hello, my name is Naaackers. You guys can find me on this very channel. I stream 3 to 4 times a week, and you can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Naaackers with 3 A's. Moving right along to what the fuck we are drinking, SaltySam.
So I actually have a couple beers tonight. The first one being a Flying Dog Raspberry Leaf Ale,
Ooh.
which is like grapefruit raspberry tea, natural flavor. And it's supposed to be paired with lemon sugar cookies, and it's 6.5%.
This is the cookie beers.
Yeah, I still have a bunch of them. This one I just tried tonight. This is a 7.6% Christmas IPA to be paired with orange white chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
So both of them are like, this one's 6.5, the other one's 7.6. So
Okay.
I was only gonna drink one, but then my lady opened one and didn't like it. So here we go.
Is she a beer drinker normally?
Not a dark beer drinker. This
Okay.
IPA was a little bit too much for her.
IPAs are starting to become a little bit too much for me. I used to only drink IPAs. It was the only thing I used to drink, and now I'm just like, I'm not in the mood to run a like taste bud marathon. Like when I'm drinking like IPAs, it's just so dry and hoppy, and I don't know.
I think that's the thing for her. She's like, it tastes like a tree. I was like, those are hops. That's an IPA.
Tastes like a tree. Why are you eating trees, my dear?
It's not the point.
All right, Mr. SpeedDemon, what about you, bud?
Well, I am drinking water. Not tea, it's water. I've been doing that for 2 weeks now, so.
Is that what you call when you piss in your own cup and throw a straw in it?
No.
I call that piss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me right now.
Okay.
I am drinking a limited Big Rock Winter Spice Ale. It's a local beer. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's brewed in the city I live in, and it's fucking delicious. I was shown this beer when I was on my trip a couple weekends ago, and I am absolutely in love with it, and I am so sad that it's limited because now I have to wait till like next winter to have it again.
Isn't that the worst? Well, wait. It's
You're
winter
Canada,
24/7, and why is it?
Again, not the point.
Oh yeah,
Here.
we only sell these beers in the fucking winter, eh? We sell it's only like
it has to be -10 or lower, and we'll sell it. Celsius.
Can you imagine if there was just parts of the store that were blocked off if the temperature was too high? Like, no, it's not cold enough. You can't buy these things.
You're not buying soup. It's 150 degrees outside.
Oh god. All right, well, I am drinking vodka orange juice. It's nothing fancy, but it's not beer, which is the only thing that matters right now. I was a naughty boy and bought a 6-pack of the most high-class beer you can get, good old PBR, and that was like my cheat beer And so I bought that earlier this week. They're already gone. It only took me like a night and a half to get rid of those.
Your cheap beer.
Yeah. It's honest, like, out of all the cheap beers, I think PBR is one of the best. Like, when it comes to, like, Bud, Budweiser, Busch, Natty Ice, I think PBR is above. Chat's gonna call me hipster, but what the fuck else is new? All right, moving right along. This is a part of the show where we talk about what we have been doing these past couple weeks that is not game related or game specific. So obviously there might be a chance that something kind of intertwines with gaming a little bit. But SaltySam, what you been up to this past 2 weeks?
I've been working a lot. Not necessarily working any more days. Like, it feels like I've been getting my ass kicked at work lately. The last couple weeks has just been like nuts. So much shit to do. And then other than that, I haven't really done a damn thing till today. Me and Vans and the other groomsmen in my wedding went and got fitted for tuxedos because that's coming up in a couple months.
Ooh.
Had a banging ass lunch at a Mongolian bar. Had a couple beers, and then about it. Here I am.
Chilling.
I have not been up to much recently, as usual. Work. I kind of doubled my exercising now. So I wake up at 4, run 2 miles, and when I get home from work, I run 2 miles. So doing that. I put in an application to the local police department probably about 3 months ago, and I got a call. So I got to get ready for that, do that, and I have to pass some physical exams and some mental exams and whatnot. I don't know how I do on the mental, but I know I'm gonna pass the physical exams pretty well. It's pretty easy. It's like only like a mile and a half in like 14 minutes, but I'm trying to do it in less than that, so I'll be really prepared for it. And then it's just 50 push-ups in like 2 minutes, which I can do that easily as well. So.
Oh God. Oh, makes my boobies tender.
I just instantly imagine like Speed as a cop and being like telling a guy to get on the ground. He's like, "Fuck you, pig," and he's like, "Listen, I will cut you."
What's gonna be worse is like anytime we give shit Speed on the give Speed shit on the podcast. It's automatic gun, so I just imagine the first fucking person that walks by. You motherfucker! Get out! What are you doing in my swamp?
Run, you fucking bitch! I'll shoot you.
Oh my God. That's pretty exciting. Wait a minute. You did this 3 months ago, and you didn't tell any of us?
Oh, he did.
I didn't want to say it, and then I don't get a call. It's embarrassing.
I remember him telling us that he got a call.
I don't remember that. Was it on the show?
It was in text chat and Discord.
Oh,
I remember that.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm a bad friend.
Because that's when all my SpeedDemon as a cop images came into my head, and I was like, wow, that would be really interesting. I want to go on a ride along with you sometime.
Toilet thoughts.
Yeah, toilet thoughts. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a reality show. SpeedDemon 5-0.
Swamp PD.
Fuck you, man.
Oh.
Law and Order Swamp Stories.
They say he fell in the swamp.
This
Never
one
came back.
This one got eaten by a gator, Speed. Time to solve this mystery. I only do it because I love you. You know that?
No, you don't
No.
love me.
No, I don't care.
All right, next.
So I wasn't on the show 2 weeks ago, so I've got to remember what I did for the last 4 weeks. And a couple weeks ago I wasn't on the show because I was in Fernie, British Columbia, in Canada to do a snowboarding trip, which went fucking amazing. And I'm already pissed that I'm still not back there because I love snowboarding so much. So pretty much just been doing a bunch of snowboarding, trying to make good use of this winter. Yesterday I helped a friend move his parents to some new places, so it was like a 8-hour day of lugging furniture and heavy stuff around, which I wasn't too happy about, but was good to help out a friend. And pretty much just other than that, playing some guitar, doing lots of work and lots of overtime, making that money.
Do you have any really bad snowboard spills?
I've actually been pretty good. Well, no, there was one time that I took a girl out snowboarding, and I decided to try and do my first 360 off of a jump, and apparently I didn't even go 180, and I just like I remember jumping off and like trying to turn my body so that I like started spinning, and apparently I pretty much just like took my board and like flew up into the air and then landed on my back. I remember knocking the wind out of myself and just.
I'm fine. I can't breathe out. Oh, I've always seen the videos of people who are about to hit jumps, and then before they even hit the lip, they just like fall, and then they're just tumbling through the air.
There's so many people that I see trying to do jumps off of snowboard hills, and the one mistake that they always make is as soon as they lift off of the jump and they're like in the air, they turn their board sideways so that they're gonna land like that, right? So they just instantly land and just like dig into the ground and then flip. It's like, why? When does that ever make sense? But
They probably don't know how to control themselves in the air.
you don't know what you're doing. If you can't figure out how to keep your board straight in the air, don't do jumps.
Yeah,
Kids, please.
If you're gonna do anything, you go up to those boxes where the box just like comes out of the hill. Like you don't even need to jump to get on. I always liked those because they were easy.
Yeah.
I can grind.
I've never been snowboarding.
Me neither.
Swamp boarding.
Fuck you, man.
Dude, Cass said crime swamp investigation. CSI. Oh my god, it's fucking perfect. All right. Anything else cool, 42?
Nada.
All right. As far as myself, these past 2 weeks have been insanely busy. I've pretty much been not streaming since last Monday. Last Monday was my last stream on my single PC setup. So it's been insane. I redid my entire office, all of the wiring, the layout of everything, all redone. I added a second desk to my right side, so there's a whole other length of desk here, which, oh my, I don't know how I only got away with all of this for so long. And now this can be my designated eating station, even though I haven't really been using it as that, because it's way easier to just sit right here and eat. I know it's bad, and yes, I almost spilled water on my brand new mixer already, but I didn't.
You didn't have everything lifted off the desk, just so if you were to spill something, it would completely miss it.
The way that
That's
this
made
is
of grating.
Yeah.
the way that this is set up is like the mixer is on the other desk, and the other desk runs underneath. So like, here's my desk right here, and this desk goes underneath. So it like, I hit it, and the glass slid and hit the edge of the mixer, and just went like that. So it would have just dumped into it, and I wouldn't have told anybody. I just would have been like, oh yeah, I had to send it back because it was bad. I almost killed it. So now drinks go out of arm's length on the other desk just to be safe, but I'll probably still find a way to spill that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of built. I more so added on to an existing PC. Officially built a stream PC, so I'm running a dual PC setup for the stream now, which has been awesome and absolutely terrible at the same time. Trying to figure out where everything goes in audio. Like video is easy. You plug in the capture card, you run a couple cables, and it's done. Video's done. Audio is absolutely horrible. But it's done for the most part. I need to buy one more hum eliminator, and then the setup is all good. Yeah, the past 2 weeks have just been building, buying, waiting, testing, just like over and over and over and over again. That's all I've been doing other than work. I cleaned pretty much my entire house these past couple days. Just between getting all of this new hardware and cleaning out junk, I filled 7 garbage bags worth of shit.
God
Damn.
God.
I went ham. And I also I took every single cable I own and I dumped it all into a pile, and I went through and sorted, tied, and Velcroed every single cable that I had and put them in like containers. So like everything I have electronic wise is now clean, accessible in a, efficient fashion, and everything just looks good, which I've needed to do for a really long time, because anytime I needed tech shit, it was like, I don't know if I need to go up in the attic and get something. I don't know if I need to go to my storage thing out right here. It was just way too fucking much. So it took a couple days, absolutely cleaned everything, and now it's all good. And now I'm a happy kid.
You having a female over soon? Possibly. You need to clean the house up a little. Make sure it's not a big mess.
Yep, absolutely. Exactly.
That sounds like me. If I know there's a female coming over, I'm like, holy fuck, I got a lot of work to do.
Down come the posters. Put up pictures of Jesus. Yeah, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? I could probably take a week off of streaming and get all this done. No, week of building, week of testing minimum. Like, if we weren't having the show tonight, I'd still be testing, because there's still other stuff that needs to get so PSA, if you're ever thinking about going to dual PC setup, be ready to take off 2 weeks minimum, and to get some gray hairs for sure. Audio will kill you. That's it. Kind of for non-gaming stuff. That's kind of been it for me. Any final points before we move on?
No.
Word! All right, moving on to the next part of the show, gaming. What games that we've been playing or streaming recently, if we've bought any new games, any new hardware. Now is the time to talk about it. So SaltySam, you're up first.
I definitely haven't bought anything new. I might be buying a new monitor, but this week, like, I feel like because work's just been kicking my ass, I haven't played that much. Because, like, when I have time to myself, I just kind of just want to sit on my ass and do nothing. But I ended up,
Naaackers?
We're having some technical difficulties here.
anywho, I ended up just, like, bullshitting around my house instead of gaming a lot this week. So I, been playing a little bit of H1 here and there. I played on the stream the other day. I played a little bit of Rocket League on stream the other day and had a blast. So I might be getting a little bit back into that. Playing solos during the stream was pretty fun. And then other than that, I've been playing Banished off stream, offline, just like when I have 30, 40 minutes to spare and I just want to jump on and jump off of something. That's my go-to. Been playing that for the last couple weeks, and I really enjoy it modded. So I've got one mod installed, and it's called Mega Mod, and it is like 65 or 75 mods combined into one. So it gives you a shitload more content for the game.
Okay.
But that's about it for me. I haven't tried anything new. Haven't bought nothing new.
The end of the Rocket League season is actually coming up in the next month or so. So now,
remind me.
Yeah, we got so much work to do.
Oh.
We've been getting fucked so hard in ranked. It's like everything's shifted. Like, everybody who is like grand champion just came down to the stars, and now every time we try and play ranked, we just get our shit pushed in every time.
That sucks.
We both div down 5 or 6 times in the past 2 weeks, like almost a full rank.
No bueno.
I don't think I've heard of Banished.
It's like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Somebody
I watched you play this.
A guy I watched, I streamed it, what was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
But one of the guys I watch on YouTube all the time, Slipgator, he was doing a series on it. I was just like, it looks kind of fun. So I just reinstalled it because it's like 2 gigs. It's like tiny ass fucking game.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that the game files initially were less or very comparably even to how big the mod file is. So it's like really basic game.
What all does the mod add to the game compared to the basic game?
Like, the basic game is really hard if you play on any difficulty. Like, it's a really difficult city builder, but it adds a shit ton of content, like resource refinement and different buildings and decorations and shit you can build.
Decorations.
It's similar to like it's similar to like the old expansion packs for The Sims.
Okay.
They don't do a lot as far as end game. They don't create like new tech trees, but they just give you a whole bunch more shit to do. Because it's like I said, it's a really basic game, and I feel like if I played it just normal, that's why I had an hour in the game prior to this past week, and now I think I have like 10 or 12.
It looks like a super HD Age of Empires at first glance.
Yeah. The music reminds me of Age of Empires too.
Oh, I love the fucking music in Age of Empires. I wish I could know how many hours I had in StarCraft and Age of Empires, because back when those games were out, I didn't play other games. It was those games every single day, playing on the fucking zone.com, playing multiplayer Age of Empires.
Like I still have multiple copies of it, like the physical copies from Windows 95.
Oh my god.
Remember the cheat code you could have put in? You had the little Corvettes driving around with a machine gun shooting everything up.
You had like 100 cheat codes you could use in that.
Oh
bitch.
yeah, there's a lot more.
Fucking millions of dollars, and then you just build crazy shit, millions of resources. Yeah, I used to play the fuck out of that game. Definitely still have it.
All right, Age of Empires. I think I bought Age of Empires, and I bought the there's some type of edition. It was like $30-$40, and as soon as after I bought it, the next day it went on sale for half off. I was pretty pissed.
Age of Empires, like the complete collection, goes on sale like every single Steam sale.
Yeah,
practically nothing. And if you like city builders, Age of Empires 2 is probably still top 5 favorite city builder game.
Oh yeah.
well, they kind of define what a city builder game was. I mean, there's one of the first ones, right, that I could think of, or the first ones I played was Age
It's one
of
of the
Empires.
first more realistic. I feel like StarCraft definitely takes the cake on
Yeah,
some sort of PvP city builder, whereas Age of Empires 2 and 3 were just like historically accurate, somewhat. I don't know. I think there's a lot more to do in Age of Empires 2 than there was to do in most city building games. Just because
Agreed.
there were so many different tribes or nationalities you could start with, and
different ages.
The ages,
I had,
yeah.
like trees. I had like fucking tech trees for all the fucking tribes, like a big poster of that shit. Pretty sure I got it from like I don't know if it was like PC Gamer magazine way back in the day. One of those fucking magazines. It was like a fucking 3x5 poster that was on my wall.
I dunked so many hours. So many.
That's why I have multiple copies, because I burned up discs.
Mm.
Alright, dope.
I have only been playing a few games recently. One of them, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but I went back and started playing RuneScape again. Last time I had played it was like 9 years ago, and I saw like three people playing it in the GS and Discord. I'm like, look at this. Worst thing I've done ever. It's the worst thing I've done this year. I have been playing that nonstop when I'm able to play video games.
Yeah.
Coming from a guy that, again, was 9 years ago when I played it, it's changed a lot. It's like, you know how you had to select like slash would train one attack and you had all that. It's not like that anymore. You have different abilities. It's like a regular MMO RPG. That's all I really got to say about that. That's it for me. Just
I mean,
RuneScape.
we can talk. Don't be ashamed of games you're playing.
No. That's it. It was just
Oh, that's
RuneScape.
just all there is to it.
Other than I played a little bit of Rocket League with you guys, a little bit, and that's it.
Okay. RuneScape.
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything against it, but that's only because I have like no experience with that game.
So
all you know of RuneScape is the Twitch fails subreddit.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
All I've
yes.
seen is like all the people who play it.
Memes.
In terms of games for me, all I've really been doing is just lots of Rocket League. I've been trying to grind my way up to getting my first champion rank because I've heard that the new season's starting soon. Drives me insane how difficult it is. I was on the cusp. I was fucking superstar, like rank 4 or something, or div 4, and now I'm just plummeting. Just got to stop trying so hard to win because
No.
man, that's how I'm losing. I'm trying too hard. I gotta relax and just play.
Take it easy.
It was ever since I'm gonna blame this streak on Monster because me and 42 were progressively getting up there. I was just about to crest All-Star. Or no, I had already crested All-Star. I was Div 2 and All-Star. And it was the highest I'd ever been. 42, you were 2 divs away from champion. Right fucking there. And then we're about to play 2s, and then Monster comes in and goes, hey, you guys want to play 3s? And we're like, play with a fucking pro? Fuck yeah, we'll do that. Tanked. We all tanked.
Yeah, we haven't been the same since.
And it's never been the same. I've moved down so many times. But it's okay. We're just...
He voodoo hexed us.
Yeah, our luck has just been awful. Like, the amount of times we'll be in their corner of the field, do a 50-50 meet, the ball will pinch into our net. And there's just like, and that happens like 2 or 3 times a game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been pretty close to throwing my controller. Like, this wall back here is just asking for things to be thrown at it. Because all I have to do is just stand up, whip it. And
fuck this.
Parts of me hope that it'll just go in the wall and get stuck, or walls are shit. There's a good chance it might just go through the wall.
Poor Leroy. You'll probably hit Leroy with your foot.
No, he's safe in the oven. He doesn't get let out until 11 p.m.
That was awful.
So yeah, we got some grinding to do. But I'm sorry, 42. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. Yeah, other than that, I streamed a bit of Overwatch last week, I think it was. Trying to play that a bit more. Been really enjoying that game lately. I don't know what it's been, but been playing that game a lot more recently and been keeping me well entertained. Been playing some H1Z1 here and there. Been playing some Rainbow Six Siege. We did Grand Theft Auto 4 for an event for the gaming community a couple weeks ago, or last week I think it was, which was a lot of fun. I think that's pretty much it. We did a bunch of board gaming when I was out on my Fernie trip. There was some fun board games out there.
Fernie.
Every time, yeah, Fernie. Fucking Fernie, bud. Every time there's some of my groups of friends who like really enjoy doing board games, and every time I go play with them, they always bring a new board game, and it's insane how many good board games there are out there that you've never heard of. And we play them, and it's just like you can have the time of your life with it. It's playing board games is something that'll never get old with me.
I can't get into board games. No,
Really?
Something about board games and cards are just, I just don't care for them at all. I don't.
You haven't played with the right people then. That's probably why.
I'm just insanely competitive. No matter what it is, like I'm that asshole who to like take shit too serious.
I'd hate to play Monopoly.
Yeah, like I did a Monopoly tournament when I was in high school. I don't know. It was one of those fucking things where you raise like $20 for charity and you could get out of class all fucking day. So I signed up for it. I literally just put a $20 bill in it, and then I spent an entire day of school playing Monopoly and won the tournament.
Oh god!
Like won the entire thing. I played Monopoly for like 5.5 hours.
Oh my god!
It just destroyed everybody that came in contact with me.
Wait, it's a dice-based game, isn't it?
And it's moves by dice. Yeah.
Okay. It amazes me that people can be really good at a game that's based on chance.
If someone gets Boardwalk, you're fucked. That's all I gotta say.
Park
If they
Place,
get that
Boardwalk, and Park Place.
Really
Yeah,
doesn't matter. It's if anybody gets all of those properties of one color, you're fucked, because classic rules, you can't put houses and hotels unless you have all 3. So you just buy the 3 cheapest right off the bat and then dominate ass for the rest of the round. Everybody else, Everybody just fucking loses their mind.
Monopoly strats. Ugh.
It's not a game you want to play with people you really give a shit about.
Yes, because it's like playing Mario Party with your best friend. Someone's going to die.
Yeah.
Although you really do want to play. Like, I hope a new Mario Party is released for the Switch and we can play online. Because if there's one thing I love, it's a game that's just a bunch of mini games. And Mario Party mini games have always been top fucking notch. Can Ahmad in chat, can you save for me Mario Party Nintendo 64 online? There's got to be a way nowadays where we can play that online together with little latency.
Oh, didn't we play
Smash
Super
Brothers.
Mario Bros. Smash Brothers? Yeah,
Yep.
we played that, so I'm pretty sure there's a
There's
emulator somewhere.
Yeah, we need to get on that because that would be a great stream night. Stealing stars from you motherfuckers live, BB. Yes, that'd be fantastic.
That's it for me.
Is it for you? I'm gonna say something about more. Oh, just yeah, like I'm sure there's a board game I can get on board with.
That was awful.
No, it wasn't. That was fantastic. Thank you. Speed. Thank you. That was a great compliment. Anyways, I really liked Boulder Dash. Always loved Pictionary. And that was kind of it. I really like Trouble. I'll fuck you up in Trouble.
It's fun getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In cards, I know for a fact I fucking hate euchre because I could play euchre, and then we went to a snowboarding trip out in Utah where we had like a cabin for like a week. One of the days we got snowed in and we played euchre all fucking day. I have not played euchre since because I wanted to kill everybody in that cabin. You don't know what euchre is?
No. What is
I've
it?
never heard of it either.
What? 42?
Explain.
What?
The card game euchre? What? What? Chat.
How do you spell it?
I have no idea.
No, I've never heard of it.
Is it UCHER? Card game? Oh,
Explain what it is.
EUCHRE. I can't explain it now. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've played. Really? Is this a...
Nope.
What?
Never heard of it.
Cash.
Euchre is a Michigan thing? Huh. Okay. All right. Interesting.
Chess? I'll play chess. I love playing chess too.
Chess. Okay.
Have
Yes.
you guys ever played Kent? It might be.
Ken?
All right, it's called Kent, and the object of the game is you can have like 4 or 6. It has to be an even number of players playing, and you have one teammate. And the object of the game is you're trying to get 4 of a kind. And when you get 4 of a kind, you got to have a signal for your teammate for you guys to like. Say if I have 4 of a kind, our signal would be I scratch my ear, and I scratch my ear, and he calls Kent, so you win that round. Now, if the other people catch on to your signal, they can call Kent, and then they get a point. And the way the cards go, you have a stack, and then you have 4 that get laid out, and then it's time, and it count down from 3 to 1, and then you slap the card you want, and you put it in your hand. You only have 4 at a time, and you got to trash 1. So you got to remember what card somebody else is grabbing, plus you got to try to get the cards you need. So if someone trashes a card, you can't get 4 of a kind of, say, the ace of spades, because they trash one of the aces. It's a pretty fun game. We'd have to play that when we meet up at the next GSN event.
Well, I'm still so astonished that euchre. I thought euchre was like a nationwide, at least nationwide game. But
Have you ever played Big Two?
No, never heard.
Yeah, see, that's something that is all over the place here.
Okay. So I saw somebody in chat mention Speed, the card game. That game is fun as fuck. I've always liked Speed. I've always liked Spoons. You guys ever play Spoons? Speed, you know I love you.
I've never played Spoons.
Never played SaltySam?
Wait, is that a card game?
I feel like my parents made up my childhood with all of these things that don't exist. Jesus, ignore all of these worldly things. Come play Spoons. Really, chat? Spoons? Somebody in chat also said left, right, center. That's actually a pretty fun game. Well, spoons is if you have 5 people, there's 4 spoons, like utensils, in the middle of the table, and you can only have 4 cards in your hand. So dealer picks up, either takes a card and discards one of his, or passes what he picks up, and it just goes in a circle. And as soon as one person gets 4 of the same, you grab a spoon, and then the last person to grab a spoon is obviously out. And then
So it's kind of like Kent, but it's like everybody versus each other trying to get 4 of a kind.
Yes. The amount of times I've gotten hit in the face by somebody trying to take a spoon from me is insane. But
Wow.
flop, and then like people go to reach for spoons and they hit it and it flings and hits themselves. Brung! It's funny. But yeah, left, right, center is super fucking good. Wow. That is funny. Cultural barriers, man. I thought we were all the same. Was that it for you, 42? Right?
Yeah, we're on you.
Despite all of the work that I've been doing, I have played a shit ton of video games. Like I was writing the script and I was looking at my recent list and seeing like, holy shit, I don't ever think I've had this many different games to talk about on a show before, which makes me happy because I'm always down to play more video games. But I have been playing Rocket League, been playing a good amount of H1Z1, got in some more over 9,000 zombies. So I talked about this the last show. It's a top-down 8-bit roguelike zombie survival shooter. And I got it for like $1 during the Steam winter sale at request of Bourbon, mid-match Bourbon. And you basically just try and kill as many zombies as you can, but without dying. But if you can co-op with somebody, and if one person dies, you have the ability to respawn. So the last time that we played, our wave match lasted 40 days in game. Took us an hour and a half to go through one run of this game. I had killed 50,000 zombies, and Bourbon had killed like 49,000. So together,
What the fuck?
we had almost killed 1,000 zombies. Madness, absolute madness. We both have every single achievement in the game except for 4 of them. One of them is kill 100,000 zombies on your own. Second one, kill 900,000 zombies in one run. I'm like, okay, who is doing this? But at the end of our last run, me and Bourbon both ranked like 190th for most kills in the game ever, which I thought was kind of cool. I've never like been much of a leaderboard guy, but when I saw that, I was like, hey, kind of it's close. It's only 200 away from number 1, but it's close. So played that once. I don't think I'll ever play the game again because it just got to the point where we were so rank and perked up that it wasn't a challenge. Like we died eventually because we got careless, but you just get so beefed up that it's like almost not a challenge anymore. But it's still a super fun game, and totally worth $1. Played Grand Theft Auto. We had an event last week where we played Grand Theft Auto 4. I only got to play for like an hour, but it was super fun going back to that game. That game was awful. It's like so clunky, so buggy, so many hackers. But I really enjoy the multiplayer aspect where everybody spawns with only a pistol and you have to go get pickups in order to kill each other. No personal vehicles, no personal houses. It's just a very raw base Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, it's insane. And the ragdoll in that game is hilarious. Like when you get hit with a rocket launcher and you go fucking flying. No, and you're gone. Rainbow Six Siege played a good bit of. Me42 and Vans played CSGO one night. Yeah, Vans somehow convinced me. Well, I mean, I know how he convinced me. But he got me and 42 to play CSGO. We actually had 5 people in VoIP that were playing CSGO at the time. Like, Kess joined. He's like, are you guys in the right channel? What the fuck is going on here? It was fun. I was absolute trash. But I might be trashed now. That was absolutely awful. But it was fun. It was like, it's nothing I don't think I would ever get super competitive into, just because I see the following that the game has and like people who stream it. And I'm just like, I have no desire to get good at that game. It was fun. Yeah, it was a good time. And Saints Row, me and Speed got one stream of Saints Row the third in before my fucking That's what pretty much snowballed this entire re-office setup. My primary operating system hard drive died during the middle of a primary backup, and really sucked. So I'm on a new operating system on my gaming PC and my streaming PC. Everything's back to normal now, which is good. But I've been pretty much rebuilding since then, and we only got one stream in before I had to stop. So we will be returning with that probably on Thursday. Pete, if you're available. I know we didn't really talk about it yet, but
Oh yeah, I'm available.
okay.
So Thursday. We're not going to do Monday.
Yeah, because I'm going to do more testing Monday and Tuesday.
Okay. That's fine.
Fine.
That's fine.
And yeah, so we'll be returning to Saints Row the Third on Thursday, which I'm pretty psyched about, and then of course Binding of Isaac. Real quick, did any of you guys buy any new games or any new hardware over the past 2 weeks? I know I'm gonna kind of throw this into the script now because I think it's pretty often that one of us is buying something.
I didn't buy anything last 2.
No.
Okay, I got a lot of new toys between the gaming and the streaming PC, but my favorite thing that I've gotten, which I just got today, is the Corsair Scimitar Pro RGB mouse, which I'm using right now.
It's yellow.
Yeah, it's got this yellow metal frame right here. This mouse is awesome. It is 10 times better than the M65, in my opinion. It's longer, it's wider, it's got these 12 mechanical macro buttons on the side. It has 4 LED zones that you can all control independently, which is like RGB boner, if you like that kind of stuff. This coolest thing about it, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this LED right here is the DPS LED. So when you change, when you change DPS, that is the zone that changes color instead of the light that was usually up here. So you have 4 different zones to control LED within the software, which is awesome. This mouse is fantastic. I got it for super cheap. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, are those buttons on the side? How easily are they pressed? Like,
you can accidentally press them very easily.
That's what I was gonna ask, because I really need to get a new mouse myself, and I can't say I was looking at anything specifically yet, but I've seen those mouses that have like those like keypad of mouses on numbers on the side, and I was always wondering how easy it would be to accidentally hit one of those.
I've only accidentally hit them once. So if you're conscious of it, like if you're used to gripping your mouse that doesn't have buttons, but it's not like if I grip my mouse, I don't accidentally press a button. I just do it when I like go to grab it, or if I'm doing like a sudden movement. It's easy enough to where it takes very minimal effort to press the button, but not easy enough to where you're gonna accidentally hit them.
But you wouldn't want to use those in like a high intense situation, right? Like do you find, like, are they small enough that you'd be able to hit them precisely?
Not all of them, but like for me, I could see using the first row of 3. Because like for me, I think I'm the odd man out when it comes to this, but I prefer things like grenades, melee, and weapon switches on my mouse and not on my keyboard.
No, I put my melee on my mouse too.
You're the same way? Okay.
Well.
You do as well? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I got it twisted, but
Now, does that come in another color other than yellow?
yes, it has a solid black.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just purchased. I forgot, but the this mouse here, I forgot the number. It's the C9. Is it the 60?
Let me see it.
It's got the sniper button.
Oh,
I forget which
M65.
one. M65.
Yep.
I just purchased that one, and then they come out with that. So I don't know if I want to buy that or not. So.
Well, on the website it's listed as $80. As soon as you throw it in your cart, it goes down to 60. So if you want it, now would be the time. I'm in love with this mouse right now. I've only been using it for like an hour maybe. Super smooth. The only thing is because it has a different sensor than the M65, does not work on my countertop desk. I have to use a mouse pad with it. So that might be a winner or loser kind of situation. I had been using my countertop because I enjoyed the hard surface for mouse tracking, but this mouse glides so smoothly that I don't feel as much resistance as I used to with the other mouse. So if you guys are thinking about this mouse, it's fucking awesome. I haven't gotten a chance to mess around with the macros yet, but yeah, I plan on having like a melee. Hey, maybe that's a question we could ask for the end of the show if we don't have one.
I suppose too what you could do, like, because there's like 12 buttons on there.
Yep.
9. Oh,
You could even put like, if you really didn't want to be precise with it, you could put like 4 buttons to one command.
This is true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you don't feel like you have to. Then you could just mash on that certain corner or something.
Yeah.
Well, the mouse is mainly used in MMOs anyways, because you have all the hotbar buttons on your mouse, and you're going to worry about lifting your hands off the movement keys.
Yeah, it's an MMO mouse for sure. I'm never going to assign 12 different actions to one game. I'm going to use the first 3, but streaming mindset, I have my macro keyboard over here, being able to set OBS macros or just other things to trigger the other 7 or the other 9 buttons gives me a little chubby. So I'm gonna use it a little bit more and see, but the fact that it has 4 LED zones and that it hooks up to the Corsair lighting engine, the Corsair Q, very awesome. Super psyched about it.
Well, not to mention, you could set up different profiles too. So if you wanted to try putting a shit ton of macros on it, you could just set it as a separate profile to trigger for whatever game. Because like when I used to use a Razer Naga, I had a left-handed Razer Naga because I am actually left-handed, and I wanted to try to get used to playing PC games left-handed because I knew my fingers would just be that much faster. But when I played Altus Life, I had all 12 macros set.
Did you really?
All of them. And I actually had 2 profiles set, one for when I was playing Civ side and one when I was playing Cop.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't find it useful to have like an FPS and then having all of these buttons assigned to something. But being able to have grenade, melee, and like alternate weapon, like real quick, it just makes more sense, because things like grenades and melee, those depend on movement, especially melee in some games. So I'm trying to hit F for melee while strafing left and right. I always get fucked up. So being able to have full control over my movement and my look axis while being able to melee throw a grenade, that's a huge plus for me.
I mean, you could even think of it in games like H1, being able to heal or putting anything. I mean,
yep,
mainly just like healing and tactical med kits. Secondaries would be fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else would just be hotbar keys.
Agreed. All right, cool. Any final points regarding games and shit we've been? Hokey smoky. Moving right along, gaming news and discussion. Guys, during the week, if you'd like to submit any gaming or streaming related news for us to talk about on the show, you can post your links to the Crocs and Hot Pockets news channel that is in the Naaackers Discord. One of the mods, if you want to throw a Discord link in chat. You guys can join the Discord. Feel free to hang out at any time. But if you're down with following news and submitting articles for us, greatly appreciated. I just now realized that I did not go into the news channel to pull articles. This is the first time I have ever forgotten to do that. So if you put articles in there, I'm so fucking sorry. There was so much Twitch news before I even got there. But there's so many people who help on that channel. I greatly appreciate you guys helping out. I am so sorry. I'll go back and look at them so I'm not a complete asshole. That's the first time that's happened, and I just now realized that I forgot to do that because I was working on the script until 8:45 today. It was nonstop all day. All right, Gaming news and discussion. So the first part of this segment is just so you know, these are just a couple points that I want to go over briefly, just so you guys are aware in chat in case any of these topics pertain to you and your likes or dislikes, one or the other. The first one, Salty, you my link, homie? Okay, because I can't click anything on my streaming PC without it fucking up. The Skype is a whore.
Bitch.
Anyways, first one, I am so hyped about this game. We've been, the past couple shows, people have been asking us questions. What game are you excited for in 2017? For some reason, this one was never coming to mind, but the remake slash not really continuation game, Prey, officially has a release date of early May, and they released a trailer for the game. I watched this trailer a little bit before the show, and I'm so excited. If you have not played the first Prey, to me, it is one of my favorite FPS games of all time. Like, right next to, like, Half-Life, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, BioShock Infinite. Prey was one of the best games I'd ever played. It was a good mix of straight up FPS gameplay, jump scares, a little bit of puzzle, had an amazing fucking emotion capturing story. One of my favorite of all time. If you guys have not played Prey, I strongly suggest playing it. So this isn't a remake. It's a reboot, I guess is the word that I should have used. It's the same name, completely different story, brand new campaign. Super fucking awesome. Oh, so you haven't played it, go play it. If you have played Prey and you're excited for this next game, please go watch this trailer because it looks awesome. It looks like a mix between Fear with like a little bit of like, not Portal the way it looks, but like puzzles. Like you actually have to think about how you're going to progress through these levels because of how they're built. And it just looks like an awesome game. Did any of you guys play Prey?
I never played the original, but I've watched a decent amount of gameplay beyond just this trailer. Because I'm pretty sure that the trailer that they had, what was it? It wasn't was it PAX last year that they announced it? Or E3? Was it E3?
I think so.
Where they had like 7 minutes of live footage.
Yes.
The game looks fucking amazing.
Looks gorgeous.
Like the premise of how it works with the aliens, you gotta like spray them and they turn into fucking like statues. Fucking crazy.
Well,
and it looks beautiful.
You guys should all play it. I don't think it's dated enough to where it's unplayable, but if you get the chance.
I have never played or watched any gameplay, so after this podcast, I'll probably look into it and see.
Don't look at any gameplay from the first.
Okay, look from the new one.
Yeah, you can watch the new one all day, but if you're seriously considering playing the first one, just buy it and just play. And if you don't like it, I will pay for the game.
It's made by Arcane Studios and produced by Bethesda.
Oh, okay.
So you know it's going to be fucking amazing graphics-wise. I don't know enough about the original game to know like the backstory and shit, but
apparently the stories have no connection whatsoever. It's completely separate instance. But I'm super excited for it.
It's fucking nutty.
Next up on the Just So You Know... Did I put The Wars in the script, or did one of you guys fucking change that on me?
No. No.
I put The Wars. Star Wars, The Last Jedi is officially announced. There was an image teased. The quality of that image is a little bit questionable, but we're just gonna let that go. In addition to that, the Han Solo spin-off movie actually is official and starts shooting next month as well. On top of that, Mass Effect Andromeda gets 10-hour EA Access trial. So basically, if you have an EA Access subscription, which I think is like $10 a month or something, I'm not sure.
Like that, yeah.
It will allow you to play the new Mass Effect for 10 hours, 5 days before release. Now, this is a Just So You Know article, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this because I was curious. Does paying for a service that gives you early access to a game, do you put that in the same category as no pre-ordering? Or do you think it's separate? And why? Salty, I see you shaking frivolously, so.
Okay, so if you have early access or whatever, the access, EA access, does that mean that whether or not you buy the game, you have 10 hours to just blow on it? Because if it's just, I'm going to pay for a $60, $70, $80 game, and then I'm going to pay another $10 a month so I can play it an hour before this asshole, fuck you guys.
But the subscription service is not specific to just that one game. It's early access for all games that they release.
It's EA.
This
gives a shit.
This is true.
I'm playing like FIFA 98. I don't fucking care. Like most of the games I buy now, especially now, more so than like 10 years ago, they're all multiplayer games.
Yep.
I don't buy hardly anything that's single player anymore unless it's like a fucking dollar or I think it might be good for streaming. I have no interest in playing a shitload of new games every month. So why would I pay all that money for
Prey,
a little bit of time?
Gonna play.
And I might play it on console. I'm going to be buying a lot of console games this year because of all the PS4 exclusives coming out this year.
Okay.
I'd be willing to bet this year I'll probably buy more AAA title games on console than I will on PC for the first time.
I'll let you go just in a second. My question is, because I'm not sure, is EA Access specifically for playing games before other people? Or is it a subscription service that has a bunch of other features as well?
As far as I remember, EA Access, I'm pretty sure you basically stream games. I think it's one of those services, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure if you subscribe to EA Access, you can basically, as far as I remember, that's what it was. You can stream a bunch of different games, like all the hockey games, FIFA games, etc.
Okay.
So that's why, to me, like, if it is what I think it is, then if somebody's already paying for that and they're using it, then it's not really in the whole pre-order ordeal, because if they're already paying for it, and it's like if somebody buys EA Access or buys a subscription to EA Access just to play this 10-hour early access of Mass Effect,
yeah,
like
it's only 5 days before release. That's nothing.
I know, that's, if someone's doing it just for that, that's kind of desperate.
Now I looked it up here, and there's this thing called the EA Vault, and they put full games in there. I'm not sure if you keep them forever or if it's just as they're in the vault, but you can play other games and they're not early access for free. Well, as long as you pay the subscription fee. So I don't think it's just for like playing games early.
Okay. Would have any of you ever considered EA Access as a subscription?
No, it's EA. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying.
If this was another company offering that, like if Steam had pay $10 a month and you can play games 7 days before release, like the full release of the game, not early. I don't want anything to do with early access, anything. If it's pay $10 a month and you can play any of these games a week before anybody else, kind of would think about it. $10 is pushing it. Maybe $5.
I mean, it would depend on what the fucking privacy policy bullshit is on that.
And what you get with just the subscription fee. I like Steam. I buy most of my games on Steam. I wish Ubisoft or Uplay and EA wasn't a thing. I wish everything was on one hub where I can play my games. So I don't think I would mind putting $10 a month, but just because I like Steam, I like their policies, well, most of them anyways, and I buy all my games there. So
to me, that $10 would be worth me being able to finish a single player game with less chances of spoilers, like having a game spoiled for me on.
Yeah, but you'd have to beat it in those first 5 days.
Yep, you'd have to get a head start.
Story.
Because trollers will beat that shit in the first day.
So the weird thing, I don't know. I was actually just kind of curious about this whole EA Access, EA Vault thing. So essentially, like I said, I'm seeing $5 a month to get EA Vault, which I have no idea if that's the same thing as EA Access, but you basically
Probably
get
like
access to a
classic
bunch of
versions.
games. You basically get access to a bunch of games that you can download and play. But the funny thing is, in the FAQ for it, because it says you can play like all the Battlefields, all the Battlefronts, like anything EA, right? It's funny. Question 4: are DLC/expansions included in the vault? And then it says just base games are included. So even like, so if a game came out with an expansion, you couldn't even get it. You'd have to buy it separate.
Well, the thing is, too, you have access to these games as long as you pay EA Access. So let's say you pay, was it $5? You pay
Yeah.
this for 12 months. You basically paid for a full game, just about. And then you don't pay, you lose that game, even though you paid basically $60 already.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's $5 a month or $30
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, and that's what it's saying. That's what it's saying for this EA Vault. And I think they're calling EA Access the same thing.
Okay.
So
$5 is a little bit more manageable. I personally still wouldn't because it's EA. Like,
Yeah.
they don't push out titles that I care about that much, especially for fucking 5 days. That's nothing. But Mass Effect heads who have been waiting for this game for so long, I'm okay with them being like, yes, I will pay $5 to play this game early. It was just like if BioShock Infinite 2 was coming out and they said, hey, pay $5, you get this game a week early, I would do it. If it was the first game, or if it was a full game, not an early access release, I'd do it in a heartbeat. There's just certain games that have my heart. That'll never change.
And I'm assuming if you get entry into this 10-hour thing, that obviously like carries over to when you buy it, right? Like you don't lose that save.
I don't
I would
know.
hope not.
I wouldn't assume.
I'd be pissed if I did.
Yeah, I'd be fucking furious. Interesting. Last part. Wow, these should have been a discussion point. I should have just moved that to the gaming news discussion. Final one. Super Mario Run launches for Android in March. And that is it for the Just So You Know articles. Next up, this is the meat and potatoes of our discussion tonight. We usually always have a pretty good Twitch segment on the gaming news and discussion. I need to go back and look at the scripts from the past shows. I feel like there's been Twitch updates every 2 weeks. They've pushed out something new, made changes, or done something, whether positive or negative. They're working. They're working hard. So the very first thing is Twitch Prime loot for this month is a super neon bright fast-paced FPS game called Heavy Bullets. So if you guys are Twitch Prime members, you can launch the Twitch launcher. Get that game for free. I played a little bit of it, and it's crazy. It's weird and crazy, but it's free. So go get it. And the next thing that comes up, I didn't check. I think we talked about this last week, or to the last show, but I didn't have time to go back in the other script and look. I'm pretty sure we talked about this, but just in case we didn't, here's a refresher for all you guys. Twitch makes a change to username, rename, and reusing policy update. So beginning January 29th, this is taken directly from the blog. Twitch will begin to reclaim Choked my own fucking cum. Twitch will begin to reclaim inactive accounts, including the usernames, and make them available to others. With any reclaimed account, Twitch will delete the profile information associated with the account, including any content. This means that any personal data and private content associated with these accounts will be deleted and will not be accessible for the new account holders. Any inactive account is defined as an inactive account is defined as an account that has no login, viewing, broadcasting activity for the last 12 months. And then they have a link for their FAQ. So pretty much any accounts that have not been used for a year, including legacy Justin TV usernames, are going to be free after a certain point. They're going to be releasing all of these used accounts in batches, so they won't all just be available at once. But if you guys are sitting on a username waiting for it to be released because it's been taken and not used, this might be your chance to get that name. I know there's a couple of us. I don't, not necessarily here, but in chat, I know that people are. There's Justin TV registered names that we've wanted that we haven't been able to get. So they're officially releasing a change to where you might have a chance to get a name, which is really cool. The only downside is you won't get any sort of notification when the name is released. You don't know when it's going to happen, and there's no guarantee that you'll get it once it's been released. But they're trying. So as far as you guys and your usernames, does this have any effect on you whatsoever? Are there names that you're waiting on? You don't say them out loud because then a troll is gonna fucking snatch them. But is that something that's crossed your mind?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting just SaltySam, but I'm not gonna like set a fucking phone alarm for it.
Just
Like waiting for the leaks to come out online when they're gonna be releasing them.
So how much would you pay for that one, Salty?
Nothing. Like, it would be nice. So I just didn't have the attached to every fucking thing because all of those names were taken. But
Yep.
Didn't someone try to get in touch with you a few days ago about changing your name so they could have their yours?
My Google Plus account for my YouTube channel is first name Salty, second name Sam on everything.
Okay.
So some random ass kid, some like fucking 15, 16-year-old kid commented on the last video I posted, which given was like a fucking year ago. I haven't been doing shit on YouTube for a while, but it was like, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you could like sell me or if you could like change your name in Google Plus so that I could get the link SaltySam. And I was just like, I didn't even fucking respond because if I would have responded, I would have been like, fuck you, kid.
I'm a man.
You're not just going to come over here and ask me to do it for free. If you want this name, you're going to have to pay for that shit.
Don't give it up even if he offers money, because eventually you might want to start putting content to YouTube. Oh, look, you can't have the name. It's taken.
I mean, that's been the case before.
Or just take his money and then don't change it.
Naaackers, that's fucked up.
This is the real world, motherfucker. Get used to it.
Off, kid.
I'm actually pretty surprised that they're only making it a year.
That is not a lot of time because I've seen streamers take a year hiatus.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
it
but all you
does
have to do
say
is log in.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like all you have to do is log in, view. Like that's nothing. Anybody can do that in no time at all. But like you said, like well, even like I don't know, maybe some people like to go on a fucking trip to an island in the middle of the ocean for a year and not have any internet access.
Yep.
And then they're gonna come back and not have an account anymore.
Yeah.
Tell somebody to log in that shit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Now, Naaackers, didn't you have an account before? I'm not going to name it, but wouldn't you be able to use that name? Because you said you don't like having the in front of your name.
No, the TV, yeah. No, this doesn't apply to me because at the end of this FAQ, they still say this does not apply to name changes. Like you can't change your name.
You'd have to
recreate it. So if you look on the Twitch FAQ, they say they don't allow name changes. I've seen partners get partnership and then the next week their name changed. So I think it's an unwritten rule that they allow it at the partner level, but anybody below they don't. So there's like a small chance that I would have to let that name go unused for a year for it to get released and then have to get partnership and then ask for the change. But I don't know if that's...
Well, if you get that before, I'm pretty sure they'll work with you if that's both your accounts. I mean...
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to wait a year.
Yeah, it'll depend. But yes, I would love to change my name back to what I used to use. I still have that account. I use it for testing sometimes. But yeah, I would change it for sure. Okay, that's it for as far as the Twitch username changes. Next up, there's been an update to cheering. Now, during a stream, if you get top cheer, it is pinned to the top of chat. And there's also, we discussed this last time in the show, but there's 3 animated GIF emotes that you can now use for top cheer, which I thought was pretty cool. They're doing little quirky things to try and make cheering fun. We brought this up a couple episodes ago. I've actually come in contact with 2 streamers that have no tips, no donation link. They only accept bits as partners. And I thought that was interesting and ballsy at the same time. For sure, they're probably getting less revenue as far as just
Safer.
I
but
imagine.
but it is safer. It's safer and it's Twitch integrated. Have any of you guys used bits at any point?
Yep.
Okay.
I did. I mean, you can get them for free if you just watch the stupid ads. Each time you watch an ad, it's like 5 bits or something like that.
If bits were,
That's-
go ahead, 42.
Well, I was gonna ask, how do you watch the ads if you have Prime?
like it's an option. If you go to bits, if you hit the bit icon in a streamer's chat, it'll bring up like your balance, and if you want to add more money to it or whatever, and it'll give you the option to watch an ad, for like a 30-second ad, and normally it makes you like answer a stupid question like, "Did you like that ad? Yes or no?" And then you get 5 bits. And most channels, it's like the minimum is set at 100 bits, which is like the equivalent of $1.
Yep.
So, I mean, you'll see chats where it's like 40, 50,000 bits are given by one person every once in a while. And I mean, yeah, that's $400 and that's a shit ton of money, but
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I would be pretty happy regardless. There's some people that don't have limits on them at all. So people will donate like 3 bits. and
Yeah.
shit like that.
There is if it was there, I would use bits more if it was platform wide, if everybody could accept bits, and 2, I didn't have to buy bits to submit bits. If I could just hook it up to a debit card or a bank account and say I want to donate 100 bits, and then it just take whatever that is from my bank. Whenever I go to use bits, I'm like, oh, I gotta go add bits, and this is the whole thing. It only takes 2 minutes, but this is fucking 2017. We have attention spans of 3 seconds at max. So it's just one of those things where if they just made that easier, or if I set it to where anytime my bits go below 10, just automatically add 1,000 to my reservoir, so I never have to go and buy bits. Because they're trying to keep that within chat, but if you're spending time going to like make sure you have enough money to go get bits, to make sure you have enough to donate, it completely just takes you out of it instead of just being like, oh, stream tip link, donated, done.
I'd be way more willing to have my ads up, even though I have Prime and Turbo and whatnot. I'd be more willing to have ads up and listen to them and whatnot like that if it shrunk the stream I'm watching down into a mini player at least, so I could still somewhat watch the stream during the ad, and it also had ads that weren't ridiculously fucking loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Like,
had that. You
holy
can't turn
shit.
the volume down. You can't.
That's the worst part about it. It's like I will pay for Prime just for that, just so I
Yes.
don't get my ears blasted out.
Absolutely. I mean, and Matt Weenie makes a decent point that you can't do a refund from bits, which is all well and good. And I mean, I guess the bigger streamers out there get fucked all the time by people pulling money back, but I haven't heard of like an obscene amount of cases of people refunding, unless it's some dipshit that donates like $1,000 just knowing that he's gonna fucking pull that shit back.
Well, now they made it now. This is an update that was just back in August of 2016, to where you can't file a chargeback with PayPal. The only way you can file a chargeback is if you go through your third-party vendor. So you have to go to your credit card company, and it has to be with a credit card or debit card. It can't be a bank account. So the amount of instances where chargebacks are happening are very slim now, because you have to fit that criteria in order to file for a chargeback, which is good. It's a step in the right direction, but you're still not protected, and you still have to wait 180 days before using those big sums of money if you don't want to get.
I have to say too, the one thing I really love about bits is I love that they made it such a big number for such a little dollar amount.
Really?
Like I love when you see someone donate 500 bits and they're like, "Whoa, 500 bits!" And for people who don't know what bits are, they're like, "Whoa, it's so much money!" But then you
Give me
look,
your bits.
yeah, but then you do, once you look into it and you do the math, it's like it's only $5 really, but they make it so you can really hype up what happens when you get those.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been in chats where it's been like 10, 20,000 bits in one donation and multiple times.
Would you like to share with the class, Speed?
Look in chat. There's fucking links
Another
being made.
CSI.
I'm not clicking. Not doing it. All right. So cheering, do you feel any different about cheering than when they first announced it? I don't remember your guys' initial reactions to cheering, but I remember when I first heard it, I was like, huh, what? But because I love Twitch, I was like, I'm going to give it a shot.
I'd still rather give them money through a donation.
Okay.
It's easier, it's faster, and I feel like they get more of it.
I'm in the same boat as Salty, knowing that I'm not going to charge it back. So they're going to get the money I donated, but I'm not looking at it at a Twitch streamer point of view. So I'm looking at it as a watcher. What are you doing?
One of my lamps just
Tickling
fell.
his webcam.
Now it is spooky in here. I hope that
Yeah,
bulb
no,
didn't break.
I'm kind of the same way with it. I know I'm not going to charge back. So if they were ever to make it, there's no way they can make it that you can't use just normal money to donate. But it just seems like it's way easier to just donate normal money.
What if they do? I hope they don't.
Well, it's all third party though.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put something in their terms of service here in a year or two once people get used to bits, saying that third party advertising for third party donation sites would be against their terms of service.
If they implemented their own to where it was like just donate through Twitch, I could see that being a thing. But then again, what's to stop them from taking a cut out of it?
But that's exactly what bits is, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking cut out of that.
Yeah,
big
but
time.
I mean, like a PayPal integration system, like just payments that it wasn't bits and that wasn't taking a huge cut. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, put your payments through us instead.
But they would take a cut too. That's the thing.
I just want to know how it works for tax purposes.
For
If Twitch is fucking pulling money off of donations, I want to know what the streamer is responsible for tax wise.
I'm pretty
Full
sure
donation or just what little they get back from.
no, it can't be the full. That would you're getting taxed on money that you're not getting.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that.
I mean, I get taxed on a lot of bullshit I'm never gonna see.
This is true.
Medicare, Social Security, fucking union dues. I get taxed on all that shit. I can take union dues, but that's not enough money a year to really even give a fuck about.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that the bits is just the same W-2 as your Twitch revenue tax form.
I would assume so.
Yeah. All right, the other two updates. I must have been really fucking high when I was writing this script, because now I'm looking through things that I've written, and they make no sense, or there's words that don't belong. The new Twitch update for chat is follower-only mode, which they released. They talked about this a little bit ago because they accidentally rolled it out to all channels and turned it on by default.
Yep.
They were like, "Oh, we didn't mean to do that. Let's just pull that back." Nobody saw anything. I think the fact that they admitted that in the blog post is funny to me. It shows they're trying to be a little bit more transparent, which is nice. It's a nice change. But follower only mode allows you to set a time parameter for the amount of time a new follower has to wait before they're able to talk in your chat. So this could be a good thing for some, but a bad thing for others. So I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on this feature of what do you thought it was a good thing to have or a bad thing, and why?
I feel like for the bigger people, it would depend on the context of whose chat you're in. Like, if some douchebag with 2 guys watching them puts on followers only, it seems kind of condescending. But when somebody like Dr. Disrespect's got 12,000 people in his fucking chat, he's not going to notice a difference turning on followers only, because he's still going to have like 10,000 of them fucking people that follow his channel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these smaller channels are going to use it as a ploy to get people to fucking hit follow.
Yeah.
Just to troll their audience. And I feel like it could end up being a little toxic in that way. But overall, I don't really care.
I feel like that is probably an issue because follows is just a number. Like, when it comes to your Twitch partnership, they don't look at how many followers you have. That's like the least thing that they look at. Of course, there's like an open threshold for that. You need to have a certain amount. But getting people to follow just so they can chat is not, it's gonna work less than it should, in my opinion. I feel like, yeah, you're gonna get more followers. You'll probably see a spike in your follower count, but is your concurrent viewership going up? Are those same people coming back after that time, or are you losing more people when you turn it on at first?
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be, yeah, like Salty said, for the smaller streamers, it's going to be a good way for them to pad their follower count, because they're going to get all these trolls, and I guarantee you it's going to cause an increase in troll names.
Yep.
Too, because if people can't immediately jump into a channel and say something really rude in chat, they're just going to create a username that has a ridiculously rude username and then just follow the channel so it shows up on the stream, and then that's all they care about.
Yep.
As soon as they see the streamer react to it, they're like, okay, that work's done, on to the next channel.
Well, don't they limit what you can make for your name? Like, you can't have really rude, like, N-bombs or anything in your name. It won't let you create it, so.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
necessarily the name. It's just people are going to find ways around.
Oh, yeah, they're always going to do that.
Find ways to troll your ass regardless of how much you try not to feed them.
Yeah.
But
Just ignore them. They'll stop.
Yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn on it. I think it can be a good thing for bigger channels, especially like your channel gets to a point where your primary focus is subs and donations. Like, bigger streamers don't even have follow notifications on. They don't even know when new followers come in. They just focus on the people that are in chat. So I think there's a threshold to where follower mode only is not going to matter, because you're not going to be seen unless you're following and talking in chat. That's just going to be like a minimum. But for somebody starting out, sometimes I want to chat and feel out a streamer before I give them a follow. Like, that's just how I am. I don't just go into a channel and go, oh, you've been cool for the first 5 minutes, let me follow your channel. And in my experience, there's been plenty of people who have gotten there at the beginning of a stream, watched for 4 hours, and then dropped and chatted the entire time, dropped a follow at the end of the stream, said, hey man, dropped a follow, I'll be back, and then have stayed ever since. So I think you're gonna lose that avenue of gaining new people. But Anunnaki brought up a good point that was brought up in the blog post. They said in the channels that were using this, 50% reduction in mod interaction with trolls and people that are just trying to fuck around. So it definitely has its use, but I don't think it should be applied everywhere.
Mod interaction as in like mods having to like time people out, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Timing and panic.
Yep.
I mean, you're going to have a lot of less fucking action when there's a lot less people that have access to the fucking keyboard.
Exactly. Yep. It's going to be one of those things where the scale is going to start tipping to favor one of the, like, okay, if you implement this to counteract the trolls, you're going to get less chat interaction. You're going to get less follows. I think it's really just going to come down to the size of your channel, and you're never going to completely get rid of trolls, but these tools like chat delay, auto mod, follower only, these are great first steps into making a better experience for new streamers that are coming in having to deal with mods or with trolls. So I think these are great tools that you just need to be selective about where you implement them.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing at the end of that article that made a lot of sense too was having followers only enabled while you're streaming. If that's the case, if somebody raids your stream, none of them fucking people, unless they also follow your channel, will be able to talk to you at all.
I did not think about that.
As well.
They said, we're working on a fix to allow welcome raiders to spam their little hearts out. If you see a host come in from a stream you know and like, turn off followers only for a bit. And then turn it back on if one.
Can they not make it happen automatically though? I would like it to, like, if you get hosted by somebody you follow, it would turn off for a set amount of time.
Yeah, or just only allow maybe emotes
raiders
that say raid. Like, oh, I know that raid emote. That's that person. But yeah, that was a great fucking point, Salty.
So much. It would limit it so much.
Yeah, you couldn't do it if it was. You couldn't enable it so that every time you get a host that disables it, because there's a lot of people who have things in their chat that a message will show up when they get hosted. So if somebody sees that who's already in there ready to troll, as soon as they see that message pop up, they're going to start spamming shit that's not supposed to be there.
Yep.
That's going to be a tricky one.
That is. Good point. That's why I bring this shit up to you guys. You're so fucking smart. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Not looking at it. Somebody save it for me.
Please stop.
Please. Save it.
For the love of God. Stop
Oh, my Lord. That is graphic.
All right. Moving along to our final gaming news and discussion article of the week. This one I am particularly excited about. Discord releases first paid tier program for their platform, Discord Nitro. So this is a $5 a month subscription service that you can pay for Discord that gives you a couple awesome features. For me, it did not matter what features. They could have said, if you pay $5, we are going to take away features, and I still would have subscribed because I fucking love Discord so much. So the 4 features that you get for signing up with Discord Nitro are animated avatar, so you can upload a GIF as your avatar, which is fucking dope. Any custom emojis that you upload to your Discord server, you can use anywhere. You can use them in other servers. You can use them in PMs. Naaackers is taking over the world. I'm so excited. You get a boosted upload limit, so you can now share any files up to 50 megabytes in size, where before they were 8 megabytes. And you can also get a dope-ass badge showing how long you've been supporting Discord. So Discord has always said that it would be free, that things that they were releasing in the future that would be of a paid tier would only be cosmetic. There wouldn't be any huge features that were available for Nitro that aren't available that would, sort of change the dynamic. And it's $5. This is a sub to another streamer. So I am so fucking excited about this. I subscribed day one. I've loved spamming my asshole emote in everybody's PMs and their Discord servers, so I'm all about it. And then I just wanted to quickly highlight, there's some other features that they're also working out. Search is going to be coming to all Discords pretty soon. There's probably a couple servers that you've seen Search available in, a couple partnered, a couple bigger communities. Search has been absolutely fantastic. If you haven't gotten a chance to use it, just wait. The second one, which I didn't even know was upcoming thing, receive an email roundup of missed messages if you don't have our mobile app. Easily turned off if you're email allergic. So if you don't have mobile, you can get emails sent to you of messages, tags, and PMs that you've received throughout the day to your email. So this is really cool for people that maybe can't get Discord at work because of firewall or content filters. Maybe they don't have a smartphone, but they still want, to be connected. Really cool feature. And then again, they're just working on the performance of the app. I don't feel like there's any performance issues with the app. The app is quick as fuck.
Depends on where the source is sometimes.
True.
For me, like on my phone, GIFs tend to load slow as fuck.
That's
I
an
don't know
Android
why.
thing.
I think it's just an Imgur thing. if you don't open Imgur links in the app or on a computer, they're just garbage.
Oh, okay.
It's like when people put them in Facebook and shit. If it doesn't link directly to the website, shit.
I was thinking about it when, like, after I don't know about you guys. I bought for the year. I just bought, like, you can get like a year membership
Oh,
for
Yeah,
Nitro.
it's $49.99.
Yeah, and I think you get like 2 months.
free?
I think it's something like that. Like
Yep.
you get a couple months. I was like, I'm not gonna get rid of my Nitro now that I've got it. So I was like, why wouldn't I just do the year and get a couple months off? But it was funny actually. I was thinking this might just be another toilet thought for me, but I was thinking about it after I got it, and I was like, you know, it's gonna be funny down the road when I have a kid who's a gamer. And he's just starting to play like Counter-Strike 1000.5, like the newest Counter-Strike that comes out when I'm an old fuck that can't play games anymore because I've got arthritis in both my wrists from playing too much. And he's going to be like, Dad, weren't you around when Discord first came out? I'd be like, yes, son, I was around when this came out for the first time. Because that Discord's going to be around for a long fucking time.
I've been a Nitro member for 27 years.
Here's my badge to show it.
It says OG.
Nitro OG. Is it wrong that I'm considering a tattoo about Discord? Like, I probably talk in Discord more than I talk in real life, aside from days where we do Crocs and Hot Pockets.
I absolutely do.
It's been such a huge part of my personal life, like the relationships that I've built because of Discord, using Discord for Twitch, using Discord for GSN. Like, there has never been a more influential app that I have used, like, in my life. This, like, other than like fucking Google Chrome, which is like when Google Chrome first came out, I was amazed. But Discord is one of the best apps that has come out for gamers ever since fucking ever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Right up
remember
there
now.
with Steam.
Didn't
Yeah.
they say that Discord was going to be called something different? Wasn't it like Wyndham or something like that?
God.
They were like, they mentioned somewhere I think it was in that Discord, in the Discord blog about, like, I think it was actually in like Discord's official blog on their website, but they were saying that Discord was originally supposed to be named something different when they
Okay.
first talked about it. And I can't remember what it was now, but I remember like thinking about it. I'm like, hey man, get on Wyndham and play this with me. It's like, that would have just been weird.
So just 42, say Discord.
Discord.
Speed,
Discord.
Salty.
I know exactly
Discord.
where you're going.
I say Discord.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Am I alone? Does everyone else say Discord? Because you guys all said Discord. And
There
I've
you go, Discord.
yeah, I
You
say
go,
Discord.
Discord.
Which I've gotten made fun of for like ever, but that's how I say it. I'm
It's a
pretty
Michigan thing.
maybe fucking euchre, spoons, and Discord. Chat, if you say it my way, put a 1 in chat. If you say it normally, like the rest of these guys, put a 2 in chat. I don't know. I've always said it that way. And
I mean, you're not saying it wrong. You're just pronouncing it different.
Discord.
Yeah, I mean,
Discord.
it's
Yeah. I just maybe I'm from Michigan. I have no other excuse.
Looks
Yeah.
like chat spoken.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it
Weird.
on Robot
No, you.
because he's the one who told me about the app, and I'm pretty sure he says it the same way I do. I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
it's
He
a
does.
Michigan
he
thing?
does.
He does.
Okay, so yeah,
Yes.
I'm
It's a
not
Michigan thing.
maybe. Yeah, we're all a little fucked. All right, we got Flint water. All right, you can't blame this on us.
It's all the lead.
We've been poisoned for years. Lord. Now I want to be self-conscious about it. It's okay.
Say disable.
Yeah, Discord.
Disable.
Escape.
Escape. I don't know.
By far the best, like the main reason why I wanted Nitro is actually strictly just for the upload limit. I can't tell you how many times I've been trying to make videos and trying to upload them to Discord. It's like, oh, it's got to be under 8 megabytes, and I can always get it to 9, and then getting under that 8 is like the toughest thing.
You just made me think of something. Because now we could post GIFs that are 50 megabytes and just crash the shit out of other people's computers.
Right?
Phones.
Go fuck yourself.
This high quality GIFs incoming. Discord and GIFs. It's my life.
Oh God. Don't do that.
Here we go.
Fucking hipster.
And just to think about it, when Discord first came out, people like only a few select people from GSN joined it and actually talked in it, and then it was taken away. And I thought I was the only one, but I was sad because Discord was different. I was ready for change. I could chat to people, and I didn't think it was ever going to come back. And then we dropped Discord. I mean, we dropped TeamSpeak and went to Discord, and it's been the best thing that's happened so far.
I knew Discord was going to be huge when we brought it out during that first trip out there, and using it, and like you could still talk to everybody who wasn't there.
Yep.
But we could all be sitting, we were all sitting at dinner, uploading pictures to it of the dinner we were eating together, and sending all these pictures to all the people who weren't there of how much fun we were having. And then you could even just join a voice channel like right off your. I don't think you could back then join voice channels off your phone, but
oh yeah, I don't know. So long ago already.
yeah.
I mean, the app on the phone didn't come out until May of 2015, like the end of May of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
This is brand new still. And it's leaps and bounds better than TeamSpeak. Even if for no other reason than it's totally free, and the biggest fucking communities in the world aren't fucking paying for TeamSpeak anymore. There's no fucking point. You can get all the usability other than maybe a couple stupid little things out of Discord for absolutely nothing. And then if you get partnered, you get even more fucking benefits. You get to be first fucking go for every one of the new services that come out, guaranteed.
There was this is probably like a month or so ago, but I found a screenshot that I took where me and Robot were the only two people in the new GSN Discord, and that was back when we had the separate Altus Life GSN Discord and the regular GSN. And the first things we were talking about were like dicks. Like it's just like nothing's changed, but it was back when Cozy was the only view mode. There was no dark theme. It was ugly. Oh my god, it was terrible. But just to find that screenshot of where it started, where it is now, and how big it is in all of our lives, Discord's just fucking bad. All right, that is it for gaming news and discussion. We don't have any headline honorable mentions tonight because I kind of threw them into the just so you know. I got to figure out if these are going to be separate or I'm just going to merge them. We'll figure it out.
No honorable mention! Oh, no!
You guys both had that ready to go.
I'm always ready.
Oh
It's
my
my
god.
favorite part.
Always.
All right, well, the first thing I want to do is ask. I think I'll skip the asking you guys a question. We can just move right along to the chat question. Any of you guys in chat, we want to know if you guys plan on buying Discord Nitro. Salty, while I'm doing the Q&A, would you mind doing a quick straw poll of just yes, no, already bought it for Discord Nitro?
Yep.
Chat, my computer is going to freeze for a second because I need to get these questions. And Skype fucks up every time I try to click. Oh, it looks so fucked.
So fucky. Does anyone else notice, Naaackers, that your camera looks like someone's dreaming about you? Like it looks
Fuzzy?
all the lights look like it looks like you know when like you see like a typical like video or like a video of like someone dreaming about something, all the lights really fuzzy and
Yeah.
that's what it looks like to me.
We need pointed out that there's some fuzziness going around over here.
Yeah.
I accidentally cum shot my web. Yeah, I can see like there's that ghost
Yeah.
thing around. That's the whole. That's the whole point. Dream is just one big dream or nightmare. Take your pick. Oh God. All these questions opened up in Notepad. All right, bear with me. I forgot to install CSV Viewer on my fucking stream PC. So throughout the show, you guys are able to ask us questions using the question command. So these are all the questions that have been collected throughout the show. And so we're going to run through these now. SaltySam, thank you for the straw poll. Chat, go ahead and give that an answer. The question for this poll is, are you guys buying Discord Nitro? Or are you not? Or have you already bought it? So have at it. First question comes from Good Bowler. How are you enjoying RuneScape, SpeedDemon?
I am enjoying it. It's a nice chill game that I can play while watching streams. Not too demanding, so
Do you know how many hours you have put into it so far?
I don't know. Maybe like
Uh-oh.
8, maybe. It's not too
No!
much. Yes.
I have
8?
seen you in that channel every day this week. All
I
night.
talk a lot, okay? I talk a lot. I don't play it all the time. It's 8 hours.
And that's the thing is I don't think RuneScape shows up in Discord as you playing it or not, because it's still web-based, right?
Yeah, it's still web
Okay.
based. Nothing like big has changed like that. So yeah, maybe 10, but not too. It's
And
not as much as
Speed
you
doesn't.
think.
Speed doesn't show what game he's playing either. He never has on Discord. So.
You really?
I have, but that's like when I'm on Google Chrome, you'll see like playing with Naaackers ass or something.
What's new?
Yeah, I've been enjoying
Okay.
it. Pretty fun.
Next question comes from Disney Princess. What faction are you in For Honor? Well, the new game For Honor that just came out. Have you guys played it?
I don't think I will either. It looks
Wasn't
like
it closed? It was a
big,
closed
like-
beta, right?
Yeah,
a
but it
chivalry,
was, like,
but it's more updated.
Semi-open. I feel like if you were signed up for their shit, you got access. But
Reminded me of Soul Calibur, just 3-dimensional, which I loved Soul Calibur games. But that 1v1 fighting just doesn't intrigue me at all.
it's
Well,
it's really complex too. If you
Mhm.
watch some of the gameplay from the earlier alpha and beta tests that like Frankie on PC did on YouTube, he gets really in depth with how the fighting style works and like how the different defenses work and all the timing. It's just too much bullshit for me.
Or like I was
do it.
told that there's like 3 combos. I may have been told something wrong, but I heard it was like just 3 combos and they're just spammed over and over again in different ways. So, not a game
More
I
about-
would get into.
I feel like it's more about blocking than
Yeah,
attacking. Period.
patience.
I'm not good at that.
If I wanted to play a game that I was based on blocking, I'm just gonna play the culling.
Oh, okay.
That just if that's
blocking's
exactly what it's
broken,
gonna be
though.
like, I already don't like it because that's what the culling's about, and I fucking hate it.
All right, next question. Also from Good Bowler. What MMORPG have you guys played, want to play in the future?
I've never played an MMO.
It's grindy. I think
interest.
you would like it. You wouldn't leave your computer though. If you got like that into Ark, I don't think you would ever leave your computer if you got into an MMO.
The reason why I get into these types of games that I get into is because I can log in, and if I have to get off my ass and get out of my room in 10 minutes, I can log out.
Okay.
A game that requires me to do quests and all kinds of grinding to get to the quests, to then grind the quests for 10 hours. I can't fucking do that.
It was getting to that point yesterday. I had to do one quest. Found out I had to do 5 other quests, but I needed a skill level of like 60 to do it. So I had to do 5 other quests, and then I need to do another skill level. So yeah,
I've been craving a new MMO to play, but I already don't want it to happen because I know how bad I will get addicted to them.
that's what
Like,
hit you in the
I
chin.
used to play the shit out of Star Wars Galaxies when that game was out, and if that game were to come back right now, I'd probably have to quit my job because there's no way that if that game were to ever come back, I would. Oh, it'd be terrible for
You
me.
look so distraught already just thinking about it.
I miss that
I
game
was
so
very
much.
confident I would have to quit my job.
Yeah.
I would for sure.
There's no doubt in my fucking mind.
Well, there's that Star Wars, was it 1313 that got canceled? That was supposed to be sort of.
I don't think it was supposed to be an MMO though.
Oh, that's right. No, that was just a straight up game. But there's another Star Wars game coming out that they're working. Yeah, I would shit all over a Star Wars MMO. I've played Star Wars Galaxies. I've played City of Heroes. I played The Elder Scrolls Online. I've played WoW. I played Final Fantasy. Always had a lot of fun with them. I did not get into them strictly because I knew that I was going to sink all of my time into it. Like, I knew that I was either going to have to quit my job or I was going to lose my job.
Couldn't you kind of consider Grab an MMO almost?
Maybe
Yeah,
now more so than it used to be.
not really, because they still don't have all like the quest people, and it's still just sandbox survival.
Yeah.
Like, it's more so now than it was before, but I don't think you can consider it an MMO.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really good time with Grab.
I
If
did
it wasn't
too.
for the fact that so many people just quit immediately after hitting it was just a race to the top tier of shit. As soon as you got the top tier shit, you're fucking done.
You're
So it's
done.
like 20, 30 hours into the game. I'm out.
My fear before was you can't get into an MMO while you're dating somebody because you'll suddenly be very single. I don't think I have to worry about that anymore because they play games as much as I do. But it was before I was like, no, you can't get into an MMO because you won't leave the room and you're gonna be single super fucking fast. But I'm not scared of that anymore. So I played a lot. As far as like the only MMO, is it Star Wars: The Old Republic? That's the one that's out right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been intrigued by it, but ow! Did anybody hear that pop? Oh, that was so loud. Chat, did you hear that? It fucking hurt. I've been intrigued by it. Like, I've wanted to get into it, but if I was afraid that if I got too into it, then my stream would become an MMO game stream, and I don't want that either. Like, there's been times where I'm like, all right, I think I'm just gonna go Rocket League all the time. But then there's times where I'm like, okay, I don't want to play Rocket League. I want to play something else. So I don't think I would want to become like an MMO stream.
They're boring.
Allison Quinn.
Yeah,
Allison Quinn's
They're
not boring. It's pretty
so
hilarious.
boring.
yeah, it makes me think
you
of
gotta be
people.
a personality.
Exactly. Because when I think of MMO streamers, I think of like Soda Poppin' or Mitch or like the other WoW streamers. I'm like, I don't want that. Like, I don't think.
I don't know if you I know I don't think any of you guys really got into World of Warcraft at all, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever tried watching like a legit WoW PvP stream?
Yes.
It's a lot different if you know what's going on, but I remember trying to watch PvP for an MMO that I've never watched before, and it was just like so much shit was going on.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's the same way people think when they watch WoW PvP streams, but it's like there's so many numbers flying by and you can't see what abilities anybody's using because all you see is their toolbar on the bottom and they're just like hitting these buttons left, right, and center.
Yeah.
But it's insane.
I also seen people that have like raid teams where they do like super difficult raids with their team. That looks fun as fuck. I kind of want to get into that. And
Those are always end game though. Most of the good raids, you'd have to spend those 50 to 100 hours playing the game.
oh yeah,
The games I've played, the good raids are end game.
yeah. But just like having a team to be able to do a raid like that would take a super long time, like interests me. And with the new update that WoW came out with, that was supposed to be like vanilla WoW just updated. I was like, oh, do I want to try it? And there's still a part of me that wants to, but I would have to like add another day of streaming just to dedicate to MMO.
Just quit your job.
Fucking quit
Fine.
job.
Full-time streamer, easy.
Yep.
Can't do it.
Oh god. Okay. You guys are gonna look really weird for a second here. All right. Next question. Middle-aged stream. Do you have porn stored locally on your computer, or do you just look? This is 2017. We shouldn't have to answer this. You should be streaming it. All right. Google Chrome incognito mode. Get yourself a nice long silk blanket. Tie it around your neck. You throw it over the monitors, and you're completely private. Nobody can see what's going on. So I know there's some people who are super weird about their porn. They're like, they save things from long time ago. Like, oh, it's the first time I busted a nut with a finger in my ass. I gotta hold on to that one. But I'm just not speaking from experience. But what I will say is you should not be downloading. This isn't. You don't need LimeWire to get a pair of nice tits. Okay, fucking Google. Just Google whatever you're looking for. The Google search engine will get you whatever you want, including Elizabeth and Overwatch porn. I didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
Wrong.
Do you have a favorite porn? We're gonna skip that one. Middle-aged stream asks, "What's a better lubricant, WD-40 or the sweet, salty tears of Speed's mom?"
I'm gonna go second one on that
Why?
I'm hoping that I was gonna ask Speed to comment, but I'm hoping he hasn't tasted his mom's tears, so we're gonna just move on to that one as well. Next question. Anunnaki, raise your hand if you've ever spent time with Speed's mom.
Look, you motherfuckers! I'm gonna stab everyone at you.
I can't believe I didn't see
Fucking
these
shit.
in chat. How did I miss these fucking questions? Okay. For the sake of my beloved friendship with SpeedDemon over here, we're gonna move along to the next question. This one comes from Disney Princess. Do you believe in aliens?
And something's got to be out there. If we're here, something's got to be somewhere.
It's gonna be funny if, like, could you imagine if we found another, like, perfectly human race? Imagine how much we would dissect the fuck out of them only to find out that they're human.
Right?
I always think about that. It'd be so funny if we found another planet that was all just normal fucking humans just like us, and we're like, what the fuck? What are you?
What would be different though in that universe?
That's what I'm saying.
They
What
have
if it
cars.
wasn't at all? What if they were at the exact same technology level and everything?
It'd be weird.
I would hope it
Wouldn't
would be that way, because otherwise it would either be we'd be their overlords or they would be our overlords.
Yep. Yep.
Like, if they were some advanced technology centuries ahead of us, they would just own our ass.
Now think about this. We always have this, we have the Olympics, right? Take the guys who win the medals for every country in our world, pit them against the other world's top medals, and we could have a planet-to-planet Olympics.
Oh God.
Fight to the
Oh
death.
my God.
Space
The epicness
dicks.
of those.
I
That
thought,
would be the most epic sports ever.
I thought you were gonna say this other planet is take all of the greatest athletes of our entire world and just picture a whole world built of all those people. They're all just better than us. Like every single one.
We're all just badass. Sparta.
Space
The
Olympics.
planet.
Exactly. Fucking Space Olympics. Oh my God.
I mean-
Come shot Space Olympics.
Way I've always viewed the Olympics is it will allow you to enjoy sports you don't give a fuck about just because the people are so good at it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like, who got hyped as fuck last Winter Olympics for curling
yeah.
and hasn't looked into it whatsoever since then?
Yeah.
I have no idea who those guys were when I watched it, and I couldn't tell you one of the fucking guys' names now, but that fucking ice shuffleboard was the shit.
Yeah. Curling's epic as fuck to watch, especially if you're drinking, man.
It's just so fucking
hard.
It's fucking epic. It's just like today. It's the same thing with all sports, I feel like. Today I watched a recap, like I don't know, the last 2 games of the Australian Open men's final.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about tennis, but I always watch like the semis and the finals of every major. Pretty much every sport. Just because that's like supposedly going to be the top tier of competition.
It's a good watch. It's always a good watch because it's the best humans at what they're doing in the entire fucking world competing.
Yeah. I mean, it was Federer and Nadal today.
Yeah.
And Federer won for the first time in a long time.
Really?
So, like, he was crying when he won. It was really good match. If you can find a stream of it, I would watch that entire match.
I would
really good.
I always liked watching Federer. I always liked watching Agassi as well. My dad calls me the McEnroe of golf because I just fucking yell and throw shit. The amount of clubs that I broke playing golf is bad.
I would play golf with you. We would get along just fine.
Fucking, yeah, I mean, golf's fun if the ball goes where it's supposed to go. But like the norm of golf is just fucking smoke, drink, and hit balls. And
pretty much, just big fat cigars and huge beers.
I would be down. Like next meetup, we should maybe take a day, do 9 holes, and just fuck around. I'm down with that.
So
I would do that. I'm not bad at golf. I'm not good at golf, but I'm not terrible either.
I feel bad for the person that has to drive us down there, though. Like, if one of us end up driving down and then has to stay sober for the drive back, he's gonna have a
to the
rowdy-
course.
Yeah, if that's what we're doing.
Uber, dude. We're gonna Uber Boober always.
Then I
over
feel
there.
bad for that Uber driver.
Okay.
We're all gonna be
Yeah,
smashed.
we're going golfing.
See that fucking 9-hole I hit?
I can imagine Naaackers telling the Uber driver, "Have you ever got that ass sucked?"
Why, yes, I have. Yeah, that'd be fun. Golfing would be fun. I'd be willing to try it again.
Oh wow, real life golf with your friends.
Oh my god.
I can actually hit Naaackers with the golf club.
Please.
Thank God.
No. Yeah. We need to have designated drunk drivers for the golf carts. There's certain people I'm not going to trust to drive a cart. Salty? All right. I'm in Salty's cart. I mean, is it illegal if it's a golf cart? Real talk?
As long as
As long
you're
as it's
not
on a road.
on a road.
Yeah.
Grass
See, the
and sand
problem
pits.
with the closest golf course to us, there is 2 sections of the golf course that cross a neighborhood street.
Oh no.
So you get across
So
that
it's
street as fast as possible.
It's like I'll let somebody else drive across the street and I'll just like jump back in the car.
It was
It's
legal.
just like it's a neighborhood and there's cops that live like right along the greens. Like I've got pictures of me and my buddies hammered in golf carts driving past the dude's house that like the county sheriff cop car is like in his fucking driveway.
Oh no, that's right. I'm
Whatever.
sorry. Hugo is obviously the golf cart driver because he's fucking Hugo the Uber driver. But I don't know. I got to see Hugo's beard growing capabilities because if it's gonna go down, Salty's my boy. But if you want to be designated drunk driver for the carts, man, I'm down. I'll just
Designated.
Just have to look like a bum.
All right, Speed. What's your answer about aliens?
I just don't know. We don't know if anything's out there or not. So it's either yes or no. Just
I think it is not dumb, but I think it's extremely impractical to believe that there's not a chance that there's something else. That we are in such a tiny part of this infinite universe, and to think that we are the only living things out of all of it is, to me, it's impossible. It's just impossible. So I do believe there's aliens. They're somewhere. They're looking at us and they're fucking laughing. Oh my god.
what
Look at
if
these idiots.
what if we're all just like on a reality show and they're watching us?
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show, yeah. Just one big simulation, man. Oh, just a simulation. You ever heard people who believe that life is a simulation talk about the conspiracy?
It's all a dream, man. We're all asleep.
I
We're in
j-
comas.
I just
The Earth is
learned.
actually flat, bro.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. One of my good friends' brother is a flat earther. Like, hardcore
Jesus
flat earther.
Christ. Don't invite that motherfucker to anything ever. They're like vegans. They just won't shut the fuck up about it. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. Just shut the fuck
Yeah.
up and stop sounding like an idiot.
Hold the fuck
God
up.
damn it.
Anytime Salty meets a new person in real life, first thing, are you a flat earther, motherfucker? I need you to answer.
You're one of
right now.
those fucking assholes. Like, let me get this straight. Have you ever shot a firearm before? No. Try shooting a gun over the course of only a matter of 1,000 yards and see how much that bullet drops. That's not just due to gravity. It's due to the curvature of the fucking earth.
Oh, yeah, that's
Those guys in the military that shoot a fucking jihadist in the head at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 yards have to compensate for the fucking curvature of the earth.
But the Earth is flat. It's not round.
That's bullshit. That's what the government told you. Yeah. Whatever,
Everybody
bro.
was
Yes,
state
yes,
fake.
Anunnaki. All right, next question. Middle-aged stream. Are any of you planning on getting Resident Evil 7?
I've
Resident
actually
Evil?
thought about it. I'm not sure.
Nah, I'm not.
I would
I-
only get it if. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's just I really have no prior experience with Resident Evil to hate it. I just don't feel like spending the money for a game I'm going to play through once and never play again.
I would only ever play that game if I could do it on VR.
That would.
I watched someone
That'd be
streaming it on
gnarly
VR.
as fuck.
Yeah, I was watching somebody stream it on VR, and it was entertaining as hell.
Yeah, I've watched a couple people stream it, and I've gotten scared a couple times. All right, next question. Good bowler. Who is your favorite dead comedian?
Oh.
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh,
I love Mitch Hedberg.
me too.
I still have like multiple albums of his on CD.
He's one of the best.
It's
I
just
don't-
it's such a weird satire to his comedy that was just like he was a fucking whack job, which is probably why he ended up dying of a drug overdose.
Yep.
Like 11 years ago.
I don't watch comedians nearly enough to know any of them by
Okay.
name. Is Mitch Hedberg the guy that did the purple people thing? You know what I mean? Like he's like don't. Oh, what? I can't remember how it went.
Mitch Hedberg did a lot of like
Is he the guy that
dark-ass
wore he
comedy.
had like long hair and glasses?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking. right
I'm
now.
seeing a clip on YouTube that says "Purple People." I just never. It looks like an old ass clip.
Yeah, it was like a long fucking time ago.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of stand-up comedians that well, not even necessarily stand-up, just comedians in general, like Chris Farley and fucking what's that guy Chris Pinchette? He died pretty recently. Like he was only famous for like 3 or 4 years. He was another one of those like big fat guys that like
Oh.
make fun of himself being fat all the time, like Ralphie May style.
For me, it's either Mitch Hedberg or George Carlin. George Carlin is just like an in-your-face. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell it how it is.
He's
comedian.
recently dead too, so he's only died in the last couple of years.
Yeah, the last I think half decade. What about you, Speed?
I don't know any like dead comedians like off the top of my head. I probably watched movies or watched them actually do a stand-up act, but just don't know the names.
Okay.
So I don't really have any to name.
I've always been a huge fan of stand-up. Like it was a weird thing that started because back in the day, my cable at my mom's house, we didn't get shit for channels, but one of the channels we got was Comedy Central.
Oh, okay.
So it was like that's all I ever fucking watched was stand-up for like every day of my life. And then I went away for a while, and then I got a renewed love for stand-up when I bought this truck, and when I bought my car 8 years ago, it was the same thing. I had like a free trial of XM radio or Sirius or whatever, and that's all I listened to all day was stand up.
I don't know why I don't watch it more often, because every time I do watch it, I always find it fucking hilarious because they're trying to be super funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime anyone talks about stand-up comedy, I'm always like, I don't know why I don't watch it more often.
And I will tell you, and this was something I didn't experience until a couple of years ago when my buddy got married. For his bachelor party, we did like a whole night in DC. So we went from like bars, we went to the DC Improv, a comedy club. A fucking amazing experience. Something I would have never done if it wasn't for them dragging me along to do it. But it was like a $15 ticket. The beers were reasonably priced, and I laughed my fucking ass off the entire night. It was actually a comedian I've seen on Comedy Central before named Godfried.
Okay.
He's just you would know him if you saw him. He's like a younger black guy. He has no last name. It's just Godfried. If you look him up, he's been in TV specials before, but he fucking brought that place to the ground.
Oh
I had a great
yeah.
time.
Wait, is this the guy who voiced Iago in Aladdin?
I don't know.
Jafar! Isn't it?
No, that's the wrong. I know who you're talking about. That's the
Okay,
wrong
does he
dude.
look
You're
the same?
thinking of Gilbert Gottfried,
Yeah.
who's like an Italian guy.
Oh, I just put in Godfrey comedian.
They're both comedians,
Oh.
but Gilbert Gottfried is a totally different dude. Gottfried is like a 28-year-old black guy.
Okay.
Gilbert Gottfried is somebody totally different.
Okay, I see. Okay, yeah, I got him.
His voice is obnoxious as hell.
Yeah, I fucking love his voice. Ugh.
But yeah.
Next question. Who could pass the best as a female among you guys? I mean,
I'm gonna guess it's not me.
yeah, you grow too good of a beard.
I have some very manly features.
I mean, you've already seen.
Huge nose, giant beard.
I also have a huge nose, but you've already seen
Patricia.
two of us dressed up as women already. So really up to you guys. I don't want to toot my own horn though. I thought it was a fox. I felt pretty foxy when I had that wig and glasses on. Patricia!
I think if you guys attempted and used some makeup maybe and tried,
Oh,
No.
we might have to do
Fuck that.
a competition.
Doing that. No.
I mean, at the end of the day, Speed couldn't grow a mustache or a beard if he wanted to.
If I
Wait.
wanted to, I shave, but everybody, you got a smooth face. But I
You
shave
have a
it.
baby face.
Because I
If I
shave
shaved, I would still look like an old man.
What,
I've
Salty?
seen it.
Fuck you, man.
I would say I would probably have to say Speed because I'm sorry, but you're fucking adorable.
fucking cut you, man.
And yeah, see, you even with a knife, like if you were coming out with a knife, I would just take my pants off, be like, oh, he's ready. But
Jesus Christ.
to cut my dick off. Yeah, because I mean, I've seen you with the blonde wig, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, next question. If you were stranded on an island, this is from, by the way, that last question was Disney Princess. This one's middle-aged stream. If you were stranded on an island with no internet and you only had one game, what would it be?
I already know two of your answers.
No internet, though.
Age of Empires 2.
No internet? Sorry, my mic is my head.
What are you doing?
It fell down, okay? I'm trying to fix it.
I'm trying to think what would be good without internet. You can't play Rocket League. That would get boring as hell after like 2 minutes.
Yeah, if you were playing only local.
I don't know of
Yeah.
any games that would be fun to play over and over. Single player. That comes to mind.
Well, okay, let's assume there's other people on the island, and you can play
Oh.
with other people.
Gang Beast.
You motherfucker! I'm gonna start putting myself on the list first, so you guys can stop stealing my shit. That was gonna be my choice.
I play Ark as well. I haven't played Ark in like since I haven't sat and played it since before LAN.
Wow. Yes. Did it, guys.
I've logged on to make sure the server's not like exploding.
We're gonna have to give you a little token soon that says I'm 5 months clean.
Oh, a token.
Sober token.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I guess it'd be kind of fun to do like, fuck, I don't know, H1. If you're playing locally, you could just do local games.
Are we doing real life H1 where we're all fucking murdering each other?
We're on an island.
No, an island. It's H1 Nerf guns.
Oh. Did you guys see? Speed linked me a video. It was people who acted out a round of Siege with Nerf guns.
In a house,
No.
like what we're going to stay at.
They played a round of Hostage with Nerf guns. It was so cool.
It was in one of the big ass cabins. Like, I don't know if it was in I think it was in California. I may be wrong, but it was a big ass cabin and they played it there. How they were unable to break something is beyond me, because I'd have probably broken a window or something. But they played, they did that. They played Murder, and they also played, what was it? Trouble in Terrace Town.
Yeah.
All in the house with Nerf guns. I think that'd be pretty
That'd
fun.
be so much fun.
Like fully automatic Nerf guns. We're not talking
Yeah.
little dinky things. We're talking full Tachanka like turrets and
They had
machine
shields
guns,
and everything.
shotguns. So cool. I'd love to do something.
if one of us ever wins a ton of money.
We're doing fucking
We're doing-
4-story building, land center on 1, laser tag on 2, a full fucking VR like laser tag VR. I guess we can probably put those in. And then
A
the fourth
GSN.
one, real guns.
Like a
Yeah.
like just imagine like a GSN like warehouse where just there's just shit there. You guys can do your
Like
streams
fucking
there.
Fantasy
It's
Factory,
a hub.
but
Yeah. Oh my
Protect.
god.
Yeah. I feel like
we would just be 400 pounds. It's just like all dying at a very young age. Don't lie.
Not
Like,
if
you didn't
not if
to
we
give a
have
fuck-
full size Nerf arenas. We all
Yeah,
just
I mean,
run
if
around
it-
shooting each other.
If you don't have to give a fuck about anything, you don't have to worry about working. You don't have to worry about doing shit. I'm just gonna play video games and eat whatever the fuck I want and drink whatever the fuck I want all day long.
yeah. Well, that's maybe you have to work for playtime. Wait, we're gonna start a
You
call.
gotta
all
run.
right?
You gotta run on
Money
a
solves
treadmill to
every
get like
issue.
10 minutes of internet.
You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want. Money solves everything.
Imagine, but that's the thing.
Whatever the fuck you want.
Is if like imagine a laser tag arena, but everybody has a VR headset and guns, and you have to run around like there's no cords or anything. Wouldn't be that fat. We'd all be kind of chubby. It's the only thing that we're serving is poutine. That's the only thing that will be served there.
Just pineapple pizza and poutine.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my penis. Oh, that would be so wonderful. Oh, that's right.
Curds.
We forgot about the hot curd jerk off floor where it's nothing but dudes with their dicks in their hands.
just the whole floor do that. Some guy opens the door like, what's going on in here?
Oh, ah! Close the door.
Shut the light off.
Outside world.
Oh my god. All right. We're gonna power through these last ones.
Blankets in that floor.
Oh, that's right.
It's the
Okay, I'm
most
sorry.
Elaborate way to fucking beat off I've ever heard.
We also need the laundry floor where all the jizzles can get properly cleaned. We don't want to. We're not spreading
Whose
diseases
job
here.
would that be?
Disinfected.
I can think of
Hey,
somebody's
somebody
mom. That would be.
Well, fuck you, man.
I did not say it. I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
All right. Next question.
Fuck you, man.
This one is from Cartoon Rebel. What are your thoughts on the new Logan trailer? Let's kind of power through these.
Looks amazing. And we'll see it for sure.
Haven't yet.
Haven't watched it.
You need to fucking watch it.
It's good.
It's Wolverine, right?
If you like the X-Men movies in general, it looks fucking like the most raw movie yet.
Nowhere near as good as the first trailer. I don't think any trailer ever is going to top the first Logan trailer. But it was good. Very good. If you were a mutant, this one comes from Disney Princess. If you were a mutant, what abilities would you have? We're going to skip this one because we've had this question before. So just for the sake of time. Sorry. What gaming technology is overrated to you? Anything that's Razer.
As far as like actual tech, and as opposed to just like hating on brands, I'm not a big fan of VR, but it's because that shit makes me sick.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's overrated to me. I'm never gonna use it.
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. I would say people that automate their houses with technology are overrated.
Wow.
I love you.
Shots. Nice.
Kidding.
That was
Echo.
nice and subtle.
Trigger office lights.
Send care
Oh, I thought you
package
were
to
actually
Speed's
doing it.
house.
Oh, he is actually doing it. Now you need to get there like a little piece of paper that just lowers down the middle finger on
Fuck
it.
speed.
I
You
don't
might
know.
have unleashed a monster.
I don't think. I mean, I don't like to say there's a lot of tech that's overrated because, I mean, everybody uses it in their own way. But I mean, I guess Alienware.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
Everybody, all the little kids hype that stuff up when it's not that great anyway.
Paying for name.
Yeah.
Sticking with my original answer, I think Razer is just an overrated crap company. That's just me. That was a word from our sponsor. No, final question. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Second to last question. Only partner Twitch accounts can receive bits? Correct. Now the last question. Are you disappointed that Scalebound will not be made? So I think that was the Microsoft game that was canceled, right?
Scalebound?
I had not been following it, but I know that there is a huge uproar because that game is not being made. So personally, I don't have any qualms about it.
I watched the trailers for it when it was I think it was announced at one of the E3s. I can't remember, but when it was first announced, it looked really cool. So I remember watching the trailers for it, and I remember thinking it was a pretty cool looking game.
I never watched anything about it. I see a shitload of information about it online, but it looks like you're some type of magic dragon tamer, something or other.
I was like, art. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who are kind of excited. Well, that kind of sucks. I know those people. All right, that is it for our chat question and answer. I don't have a link to the straw poll, Salty. Would you mind reading off the results? Because I can't do a desktop capture of it either because my computer is going to explode.
All right. The results are 11 votes for not yet, will be buying, 4 votes say no, and 1 vote said yes, already bought.
That's me.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to vote. That's for chat.
You can vote.
I'm just kidding.
I also purchased Nitro, so they're throwing me down for one. I know Robot did. No, Robot didn't have to. He gets Nitro for free because he's a Discord partner. That fuck. Giddy.
When we meet up, I'm going to punch him in the gonads.
You've got lots of punches and blowjobs to give out.
No blowjobs, just going punching.
You have a lot of blowjobs. I mean, I'm sure there's records of it somewhere.
No, nowhere.
Oh yeah. All right, that is it for the question and answer, and unfortunately, that is also the end of our show. So we're gonna go around the room one more time, give everybody a chance to talk about their social media, announce if they have any special events or anything coming up soon. And SaltySam, we'll start with you, dude.
My name is SaltySam. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at the SaltySam, GSN, Discord, and forums. SaltySam, Snapchat, Salty all day.
All day.
I am SpeedDemon. You can find me on the GSN forums and Discord, and on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
I'm MrFortyTwo on Snapchat and Twitch, and MrFortyTwo TV on Twitter.
My name is Naaackers. You can find me on this very channel. I stream 3 to 4 times a week. Right now, we're going to be doing some test streams. I'm actually, myself and MrFortyTwo are going to be dual streaming some Rocket League and some H1Z1 tomorrow because I want to further test the dual PC setup. Probably going to be playing the same games on Tuesday, which is my normal scheduled stream, and then Thursday we will be returning to Saints Row the Third. Kitty, I love you, but bye. As long as all the stream stuff goes well, because I got to order a couple more parts in order for the audio to be crisp. But if all goes well, we'll be returning to Saints Row the Third, and then back to Rocket League. So you can also find me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram at Naaackers with 3 A's. And that's pretty much it for me. So again, everybody, thank you for coming out tonight. We greatly appreciate the support. We will be back in 2 weeks with episode number 19 of the Crocs and Hot Pocket show. We hope you all have a wonderful night, a great rest of your Sunday, which if you're on the East Coast, you got about 25 minutes. So again, we'll see you in a few weeks, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Yo, for those of you guys